Okay, I'm going to get started, and Andrea will keep letting people in as they filter in. Just before I start, we expect about 80 people today, so it would be very helpful if you could mute yourself. And if you please feel free to be interactive. You can use the chat if you're comfortable doing that. So we do look forward to input and comments and questions. So I'm also going to stop my video because I have found that my Zoom runs a lot better when I don't use my video. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Martha Ambrose. I'm the Executive Director of Cal-ISBOA. Some of you have been involved with our association for some time. Others are familiar with us, and many of you are new to us this year, even today. Cal-ISBOA has been around in some way, shape, or form since the early 80s. It started with a group of business officers in the Bay Area. And as the business and operations side of running independent schools grew, so did our members' areas of focus and our geographic membership. We're now a statewide association with membership of 275 schools. Our member contacts now include business officers, controllers, HR directors, directors of finance and operation, facilities directors, plant managers, accountants, directors of operations, heads of school, risk managers. I could go on and on. But no matter the title, Cal-ISBOA provides support to independent schools in the area of finance and operations. And this year, that has been critical. You all have stepped up in a big way, and we thank you. Disinfecting, hand washing stations, PPE, sanitizing, touchless faucets, plexiglass dividers, HVAC, air quality and circulation tents. Again, I could go on and on. But everyone today has played a huge part in ensuring that your school communities feel safe and comfortable returning to campus. Many of you have taken part in the Friday facilities calls with Andrea Marcus, the membership engagement manager here at Cal-ISBOA. A big thank you to Andrea for providing the structure and support for these, which offer opportunities to learn and share solutions with your colleagues, and for being a huge driving force in putting together this facilities workshop. These were initiated by Shane Hale, the Presentation High School. As they've grown, we pulled in more of your colleagues to help plan the calls and this conference. Our commitment to supporting facilities goes beyond COVID, and we look forward to continuing with our Friday calls as well as with this workshop. Please don't hesitate to reach out to Andrea or to me with input. I am now going to turn this over to David Marcus from D. Toledo High School. Many of you know David, who has been actively involved with independent schools, Cal-ISBOA, and the facilities community for many, many years. Since I started at Cal-ISBOA, he has been a go-to resource for information, support, and humor. David jumped on board to join Shane as co-chair of our facilities planning group. David?
I'm speechless, but thank you very much, Martha. And good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our featured speaker, Chris Bonnaud. Chris is a sales manager for Waxie Sanitary Supply. He manages a team of outside sales consultants that cover LA County. Chris started with Waxie in 2008 and only a couple of years after graduating UCLA. He started on the bottom as an outside sales consultant and was promoted into his leadership role back in 2012. His team of 10 consultants represent about 40 million in annual sales. Chris says the best part of his job is interacting with many different types of customers, and that every single day is different. Outside of work, very important, Chris enjoys spending his free time with his wife and 2 young daughters. He loves being outdoors, and the beach is his happy place. Chris, thanks so much for being with us today. Please take it away.
All right, thank you, David. Welcome, everybody. I was pleased to have this opportunity to talk a little bit about Waxie and how we're helping our customers. As David mentioned, we do a lot of business, and anybody that needs cleaning supplies, we work with. So everything from hospitals to cities, school districts, churches, businesses. Really, we can help everybody. So I want to tell a little bit about how we can help with schools. We come up with some neat stuff that hopefully you find valuable. So with no further ado, I'll kind of fly through this. So a little bit of our agenda today. I'll talk a little bit about Waxie. Procurement. We have a piggybackable GPO contract. Buying legally is something that is very important to everybody. Obviously, COVID has happened. So how did we get here? We came up with a re-entry program for businesses and schools. Talk about that. A little bit of the CARES Act, the relief funds that are available to you, and go through a couple product demos. But I wanted to start off with just a quick video, a little bit of about us. I think it's about a minute. So enjoy. Oh, did not start. 1 second. There it is.
I'm Charles Wax. We've been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. How we do this is
simple. Our staff of industry professionals go above and beyond industry standards to make
sure your needs are met. That means customized cleaning solutions to perfectly fit businesses just like yours, while offering
streamlined logistics and ongoing training and support,
delivering all of our products and services on
time and on budget. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be. And that's what makes us Waxie,
the most trusted
name in clean
since 1945.
So as you can see, we take it seriously about helping our customers keep their facilities clean. For so many years, it was we cleaned for appearance, but now, as we all know, we have to clean for health with COVID and everything else. So again, our customers are the focus of everything we do. Providing service, excellent service is what we strive to do. We have respect and dignity for everybody. We want to grow with you. And people are everything for us. So we strive to provide quality, innovative products, value-added services. But it starts with trust. Each and every account of ours has a dedicated outside sales consultant that is your go-to person that can help you at your school. We train everybody on a process, and just in California alone, we have, I did the number the other day, I want to say it was 98, just shy of 100 outside sales consultants. So wherever your school is, we have somebody that can help. And how they'll go about it is through a 4-step process we call one discovery. We're going to ask a lot of questions, more questions than you've probably normally been asked, to really find out how we can help you. Then we're going to design a solution specific to your needs. And we will be there. We will implement it. We will help you streamline it and make it as smooth as possible. And we'll continue to refine the process. Just because we've had a customer for years doesn't mean that we set them up and just let them go out on their own. We never leave them. We're always there to hold hands and make sure things, you get the support that you need, especially in this time. You can imagine how critical our outside salespeople have been to our customers as we've navigated this pandemic. But behind your dedicated salesperson, he or she has a team behind them. Everything from a training and education department to customer service to finance and credit, marketing. We have a very, very big team as the largest janitorial company in the Western United States. Some of the things that we provide our customers are online training. We have modules built where you can have your team go in and take a 10-minute video, English and Spanish, and a quiz at the end to get a certificate that shows that they are trained. They know how to clean a restroom, a carpet, or hard floor, cafeterias, and other things. Some of the value adds. We have an online ordering platform, so it's much like an Amazon feel. Shopping cart, checkout, very, very simplistic. A lot of our customers have moved to this model from the traditional calling in, placing an order over the phone, or faxing an order in. We have a service center. Everybody needs equipment nowadays to do more with less, to have your auto scrubbers keep your facilities clean. Well, they break. Where do you take them? We can pick them up on our truck, fix them, get them right back to you, minimize the downtime. And when it comes to green, we know green. Every green certification that is out there, we look to put on our products. If we're going to develop a product, we're going to spend the extra money to make it green. Obviously, it has to perform. 10, 20 years ago, green products didn't work that well. They work very well now. And often, if a manufacturer comes out with something, it's going to be green. Now, I wanted to talk about the piggybackable contract. And if everybody could, I encourage everybody to write this simple website down, www.ncpa.us. It is a very simplistic website that explains how you can piggyback on a national contract with the national buying power to provide you better pricing. How I like to describe this type of a contract, it's like a Vons or a Ralph's card. You can sign up, and when you shop with us, you get a better deal. There's no commitment in any way to have to use it, but it's just agreeing to be part of this purchasing alliance gets you better pricing. And it's not just on Waxie. So this is where NCPA is a very good thing. We happen to hold one of the contracts within the facilities section of their contract, as does Sherwin-Williams Paint. I'm sure this being a facilities conference, there's a lot of you that have used some of these companies. But once your school is a member of NCPA, there's other things like technology, grounds equipment. You can get your lawnmowers for less. You can get your computers for less. It's just a very nice contract. Again, www.ncpa.us. And there's plenty more information at the website. Again, I think the biggest hurdle with a lot of people using a contract is it safe? Is it legal? And it has all of the info that your finance people would need to understand that it is safe and legal for you to use it. Now, again, Waxie, we understand K through 12. As I had mentioned, we work with a lot of different customers, but K through 12 is a very strong focus for us. As most of us have kids, we care about it, and it's a big segment for us. You saw in the video earlier, we talk about cleaner, healthier, greener, safer. We've had this tagline for about 5-6 years now, and it's really been the focus of how we put together our marketing materials, but never did healthier matter more than it has this last year with COVID. We all know COVID exists. We have prevention guides. We try to train our customers on how to fight this. And what we did is we came out with a re-entry program, 6 steps to occupant wellness and pathogen control. So I'll go through the steps. Again, we can have supporting materials that'll be sent out to everybody. But step 1, enhanced hand hygiene. Everybody's got to wash their hands more than they have. Statistics before COVID were that in the last 10 years, men started washing their hands significantly more in the restrooms. It's gone up to about 30% from 20%. Hopefully through COVID, it gets a whole lot higher because people are understanding that germs matter. So you need soap, you need paper towels, hand sanitizers. You need a comprehensive surface cleaning solution. You got to have the right chemicals, the right mops, the right buckets, things like that. And not just the right cleaning chemicals, but you have to have processes in place for high touch surfaces, the desks, the doorknobs, certain things that are constantly touched. I'm sure a lot of you have this in place by now. It is very critical to do so if you don't. PPE. Martha had talked about earlier that a lot of people have had the gloves, have the masks, the face shields, the protective barriers. This is critical as we understand the virus now. It is more airborne than surface. So being able to protect yourself, your people is incredibly important. And as we talk about the air quality, the HVAC systems, the air purifiers, cleaning the air might be more important than cleaning surfaces. As more and more education and the CDC says more things, cleaning the air is very, very critical. And then again, you got to have the expertise. Our sales consultants get trained multiple times a month on new innovative cleaning procedures that we can then take to the field and teach you how to do something faster, easier, better. That's the goal. One more video.
Virus outbreaks and pandemics in our communities are a serious threat, and it is crucial that we work together to ensure the health and safety of building occupants is achieved with appropriate preparation and response. These 6 steps will help ensure occupant wellness and pathogen control. Most diseases are spread by touch. Offering hand hygiene solutions and encouraging your occupants to use them properly will effectively slow and stop the spread of germs and other pathogens. It's no mystery that germs thrive on dirty surfaces. Using appropriate cleaning products and regularly disinfecting your building will dramatically decrease pathogenic microbes. High-touch surfaces, such as doorknobs and faucets, are a breeding ground for viruses. Prevent the spread of germs with targeted and repetitive disinfection of surfaces like these. Exposure to pathogens is high for cleaning personnel, so it is crucial to equip them with proper personal protective equipment so they can keep themselves and the building safe from hazards. Occupants bring pollutants and pathogens into a facility just by stepping inside. Maintenance strategies that include things like air filters and entryway matting will prevent these germs from spreading further into the building. The most important way to keep your building clean and its occupants healthy is through education. Partnering with a trusted source like Waxie to educate, train, and guide cleaning crews will ensure that all preventative measures are effective. By following these guidelines and working together to keep public areas clean, we stand ready to partner with you to ensure facilities are cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. Waxie, the most trusted name in clean since 1945. Virus outbreak.
So what we've done is we've given our sales consultants some surveys. We've made marketing materials for them to come out and help our customers identify what needs to be improved upon when it comes to the reentry program. These aren't coming out too clear. I'm sorry for that. But basically, it's a whole process that we help teach our customers what needs to be cleaned, what are the high touch areas, how can we make the building safer for our students and our staff. Now, when it comes to economic relief, everybody should be aware of some of the acts that have been passed by Congress. The first one was the CARES Act, and that's what it seems like everybody's still referring to. These next one, then they came out with the CRRSA Act. Doesn't have as nice of a ring to it, and the American Rescue Plan. But ultimately, there's money out there. There's money to be had, and it's not just for public K-12. There's private school money. There's preschool money. There's lots of money out there. You just have to go get it. When it comes to the 3, there was $30 billion first put aside for the CARES Act, then $82 billion, then $168 billion. There definitely is money out there, and we're noticing, especially a lot of our school districts, our K through 12s, are getting it, and they are placing big orders on different things to help them. Again, it talks about how much per pupil that these acts can actually break down to, and 1,000, 2,000. There's definitely money out there and available, and I hope all of you are able to get it and use it to improve your schools, improve your financial situation. Now, there's a lot on this page that talks about what you can use some of this money for. But to highlight just a couple of things that are relevant to us is training the staff on the best ways to sanitize, use PPE, any supplies you need to disinfect schools. And then at the bottom, there's the inspection, testing, maintenance, repair of indoor air quality purification. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So again, we go back to the building reentry, the 6 steps. We talked about hand hygiene. I think everybody understands that how critical that is. One thing that we've said for years was the hand dryers are the enemy of health. A lot of times it is more inexpensive to dry hands with blow dryers, or hand dryers in bathrooms, but it is literally blowing around the dirtiest germs in your facility. So we do encourage everybody to use paper towels. A lot of times soap gets rid of a lot of the germs. Paper towels, that agitation gets rid of the rest. Hand sanitizers go without saying. Our Purell business skyrocketed this last year. They are doing very fine as a company. And sanitizer is not a substitute for hand washing, but it is a wonderful addition to the whole hand hygiene process. Now, when it comes to step 2, the comprehensive surface cleaning solution, what will you need? The proper cleaning chemicals, the dilution systems, and the equipment to clean. Here is a couple pictures of some of the dilution dispensers that we use. We have the wall mounted, we have portable, and we even have a restroom cleaning system that goes right out of one of our cleaning concentrates, which I have a short video on in a couple slides. It's a very comprehensive solution. We're going to have 4 degreasers. We're going to have 4 of this, 4 of that. It all depends on your application and what you need. You might need a regular degreaser, kind of like a 409, that is kind of all-purpose cleaner. You might need something with a lot more teeth, a lot more cleaning power. We have a stronger. When it comes to hydrogen peroxide products or bathroom cleaners or glass cleaners, you name it, we have it. And what's nice is, yes, the system on the left is our most popular, where there's 4 chemicals that fit into it. But any of these chemicals can be interchanged in our system. So we have carpet cleaning chemicals. We've really tried to get our customers away from going with gallon products. Gallon products result in everybody thinking that more is better, when in reality, whatever the chemist says is better is accurate. And that's what these bottles are. They're very accurate, and it allows your team to do the cleaning that they need to. There's the supporting materials for them. There's wall charts that can indicate what this chemical is to be used for. The full mobile platform with QR codes. And again, what we talked about with the online courses earlier, the Waxie University. All your safety data sheets, your ingredients, your spec sheets. It's a full comprehensive program. Now, when we get to the high touch surface disinfecting, you need to know where to clean. And this might be something where everybody has been struggling with over the last year, is how much to clean and what to clean. For the last few months or last year, nobody really knew anything about this virus. And there was a lot of panicking going on, trying to kill everything. And now there's concerns, and you might have this with some of your parents. Are you over disinfecting? People were doing crazy things with spraying everywhere that they possibly could. There's a term we begin to call hygiene theater. It gives the whoever enters a business, or if it's a parent or a student entering a school, gives a sense of comfort seeing the cleaning process happening. But are we doing overkill? You really want to focus on cleaning the right things and avoid hygiene theater, cleaning to just clean. The CDC did come out, and this kind of threw a wrench into everybody's plan, that they came out saying that the risk of infection from touching a surface is low. So many people have taken that comment to, oh, we don't need to clean surfaces anymore. That's not how you get it. And that's not exactly what they said. Just below that in the bold, cleaning and disinfecting surfaces can also reduce the risk of infection. So we still do need to clean, but we don't need to over clean. There's been White House press briefings about this. But what we don't need to do is just to be spraying disinfectant everywhere. That's wasteful. It's not helping anything. You really want to focus on your high touch areas and don't just go around spraying everything like a Ghostbuster. So we talk about not doing too much, but what should we clean with? What we have recommended mostly all our customers is to go with a hydrogen peroxide disinfectant. Hydrogen peroxide, everybody understands, is safe. You can put it on your skin, you can put it on cuts. Not that I recommend drinking it, but it won't kill you. It is a safe chemical. And we have a hydrogen peroxide disinfectant that is great on all surfaces to kill the virus. Comes in gallons, comes in our proportioning system. It is a way to really keep the students safe and healthy. Step 4, we talked about PPE. I'm sure everybody is a PPE expert at this point. We've all come a long ways over the last year, but whatever you need, we have it, from the workspace dividers to protect desks from your teachers, from students, to little things like masks. If you want logoed masks, believe it or not, we're selling more logoed masks than we thought we would, to different businesses or some schools even. There's face masks, there's your signs. There's more signs available now to remind people and to wear masks. There's things for students, depending on where your school is going to fall on that spectrum. You name it, we have it. Now, this is the one that is gaining more traction now. Now that the CDC has come out and said that getting it from surfaces is less likely compared to getting it from the air, we are noticing that a lot of our K-12s are using their CARES Act monies and the other monies from the government to invest in air purification. So we talk about a complete hygiene solution. We've talked about hand hygiene, surface cleaning, disinfectant, but air purification is very, very critical. We've had some big school districts place $1 million orders to put these air purifiers in their classrooms so they can be going. A lot of other customers, we're finding out, have spent more money to revamp their HVAC systems with things like this. But what we're finding with some of them, I'll use Beverly Hills Unified. I was just dealing with this yesterday. They revamped their HVAC system to kill a lot of the germs, but that's only really good when their HVAC system is working. So they decided to invest in a lot of these air purifiers that can help clean the air of a lot of these toxins. Here's a short video that explains a little more. Or is there? There we go.
Why clean the air? Because indoor air matters. We spend about 90% of our time indoors, but the air quality isn't something we think about. The air we breathe inside is more polluted than the air outside. Public spaces are breeding grounds for indoor air pollutants like bacteria and viruses, dust and allergens, odors, and harsh chemicals. Any one of these could have an impact on the health of your customers and productivity of your employees or students. We've got to clean the air. Even though we wash our hands and wipe down just about every surface, we still manage to get 1 billion colds and 60 million flu cases each year, making respiratory illness the #1 reason for doctor visits. Air is even more likely to transmit the flu than surfaces because flu can spread up to 6 feet away, mainly by coughing, sneezing, or talking, and can live in the air for several hours, traveling up to 160 feet on their own.
So again, when it comes to the expertise and training, this is where our team comes and constantly is teaching. This is a graphic about where germs go in a office building. Same can be said for a school. And we've had this for years, far before COVID. But again, the restroom is where the majority of the germs start, where they go, and where they infect. So how do we clean restrooms better? There's been this new tool we call the Versa that's come out, exclusive to Waxie, and we're struggling to keep them on the shelves. It's a cleaning tool that really makes the job easier. Think about anybody that's had to clean a restroom knows it's probably the worst job in any building, any school. So why not give whoever has that job a little bit of help to make that job a little bit easier? Here's another short video.
It's no secret the public restrooms are a major challenge. They're expensive to maintain, they're difficult to clean, and every year they're the #1 building maintenance complaint. And if they're not cleaned well, they will drive customers away. But more importantly, the restroom is also the #1 building health hazard. Soils and contaminants that originate in the restroom can spread to every area of the building, compromising the health of occupants and visitors. The reality is, you can't have a healthy building if your restrooms are not hygienically clean. Unfortunately, the tools most facilities use to clean the restrooms just don't work. Mops are painfully slow and labor-intensive, and actually do a poor job of removing soils. In fact, studies show that mops often spread more soils than they remove, increasing the likelihood of cross-contamination in the restroom and anywhere else that the mop may be used. But now, Waxie, the most trusted name in clean, has a solution to this costly restroom problem. Introducing Versa, the ultimate no-mop solution for clean, healthy restrooms. Versa provides superior cleaning results in much less time than traditional cleaning methods. In fact, studies show the Versa no-touch cleaning process removes 60 times more soil than mopping in 1/3 the time. These worker-friendly systems are easy to use and easy to train. Simply apply automatically diluted cleaning solution to fixtures and floors. Then blast away soils with the built-in 500 psi indoor pressure washer. Finally, vacuum away soils in solution with the Versa's powerful wet vacuum, leaving the restrooms clean, safe, and ready for immediate use. No matter the size or construction of your restroom, Waxie has you covered. Versa, with a 17-gallon capacity, is perfect for medium to large restrooms, or facilities with a large number of restrooms to clean. Versa 2, with a 12-gallon capacity, is perfect for small to medium restrooms. Plus, Waxie can provide a total hygiene solution including equipment and consumables, along with training, service, and ongoing support to help you own the restroom. Every building deserves a clean, healthy restroom. Contact Waxie, the most trusted name in clean since 1945, to see.
So very, very nice quick demo, quick video on a innovative piece of equipment that has really helped people have to do more with less. Cleaning restrooms takes a third amount of the time with this new system. Everybody is stretched so thin nowadays. It's a great thing when anything comes along that gives you time back. So again, it is something that sprays, rinses, and then vacuums away. Unlike mops, where the floor is wet for a long time and you've really just pushed around dirty water. We talk about the germs. It is much more effective at actually removing the bacteria. So just a couple other pieces of disinfection equipment and sprayers. Some of these things are the hygiene theater, the big sprays. Whatever you want, we do have it, from the Versa to cleaning equipment to disinfectant sprayers. Again, the air purifiers that we talked about. They are nice. They can fit in classrooms and gives a sense of comfort when you can see them working and that the air is being cleaned. And one thing I wanted to share a few photos. This is beginning to become very popular with us. For years, especially in education, nobody wanted batteries. They had crank out hand towels or folded towels. Now everybody is really wanting to switch to touchless. A lot of school districts, a lot of even, we're seeing it even in preschools. Nobody wants to touch a dispenser any longer. So we have your Purell, we have your soap, your towels, everything that you want, ADA compliant, and where you don't have to touch anything. Even you can see one in the top left where the towel is hanging down. The person that's going to use that towel can touch it, pull it down. That's a manual system. but nobody else has to touch anybody else's towel. Way to prevent germs. So as I begin to close, just want to remind everybody, when it comes to sustainable cleaning, we are all about it. We have cared about green since the very start, and we have a very good program. We have lots of value add things like zero waste programs for recycling. A lot of you likely have multiple trash cans now, one for landfill, one for recycling. We have companies that we partner with, marketing companies that have different graphics for elementaries versus middle schools versus high schools. But at Waxie, we don't just deliver the box. We know what's in it, what it does, and how to use it. And we will teach your team how to use it. Waxie really does deliver peace of mind. So with that, I thank you for the opportunity. There is my email. I encourage you to jot that down. Again, I am a sales manager in LA, and I know a lot of you come from areas outside of LA, but if you are interested in talking to one of our outside sales consultants, feel free to email me and I will put you in contact with the right one, whether you are in San Francisco, San Diego, Fresno, wherever you are in this beautiful state. I can get you connected with somebody that is there to help you keep your facility healthier, cleaner, greener, and safer. I thank everybody for their time.
Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. And we have a couple of minutes. If anyone has any questions, we can certainly open the floor for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. Anybody?
It looks like we have a raised hand, Andrea.
Oh, sorry. All right. Go ahead and unmute yourself and let us know.
Hi, I'm Isaac with TBT Community Day School in Irvine, California. Great presentation so far. Really appreciate it. I think one of the larger concerns that we have right now, and I actually looked at the Versa machine with our representative here about, they said probably about 6 months ago, 8 months ago. It's a great product. I really do like the idea. We were using a product here that deep cleans the toilets. I apologize if I don't remember the product's name right now. It's on the other side of the campus, but we're on a pretty big campus. But I'm curious what your thoughts are on that machine as it relates to deep cleaning some of like the calcifications that you find on top or inside on top of outside of the vanities, the toilets themselves, because I think that's the our larger concern as far as what that looks like over the long haul, and performing that cleaning during our winter, summer, and spring breaks. You could shed a little light on that. I appreciate that.
Sure. It sounds like that's a restorative cleaning. It's not necessarily a daily cleaning. The buildup builds up over time, and it really just comes down to having the right chemical to do that job. On a daily basis, we really like to push green chemicals, but every now and again, you're going to need something with cleaning power to really do the restorative cleaning once or twice a year. So we have multiple products that are calcium lime removers that we would recommend in that situation. Whether it would go through the Versa or you maybe need to use some elbow grease, obviously let the product dwell first. But it can go through the Versa. That is one way to do it. But being a restorative process, it's probably where you use a gallon of chemical and you go to some of those fixtures once a year, probably during a summer or a winter break.
Yeah, so I thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's what we do. I'm just curious, I guess, as to the effects of the Versa machine for doing a restorative cleaning, if that's something that you would consider, or if that's something like, I think as was presented, as something that would just be used as sort of on a daily basis.
No, we definitely have customers that take it outside of the restroom and use it with the PSI and the being able to suck up the liquid to different parts of the campus, whether it's outside drinking fountains, locker areas. We've seen it in many, many applications, even the gym, since they're able to get to areas with water that typically you didn't used to be able to get to, and then suck it up before there's any damage.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a couple more raised hands. Ward stepped away from his desk, it looks like. So David, your hand is raised.
And my hand is raised. Thank you very much, Chris. Couple of questions. One, you mentioned some very neat opportunities for coming in and making analysis of different things in a school. Is that something that you have to be a customer for? And can you speak a little bit to, because we all have someone right now, at least one company that we deal with as far as our chemicals and who we purchase from. Are you looking to come in and take over, or how do we work with two companies at once, or can you address that a little bit too?
Sure. So to answer your first question, no, you don't have to be a customer. How we go about getting new customers is by being consultants, by showing value. We have no contracts. You don't have to sign on the dotted line to work with us. You're free to stop buying from Pete any day you want. It's his job to continue to bring you value, so you never want to part ways with us. And to anybody that wants to talk with our people, that's what our people do. They go out and try to earn business by being good consultants and bringing value. We're a good company with great products and fair pricing. So if our people are the difference because they can bring more value, then we're pretty successful and we bring on new customers each and every year. As it relates to you guys working often with a cleaning company, those are our biggest customers. We do so much business with the people that are cleaning our buildings in the middle of the night. We call them building service contractors. And a lot of you have them. A lot of them buy from us and then sell our products to schools, put a little markup on them. Oftentimes schools buy from us direct, and they have their cleaning contractors just clean and not provide products. I do believe that is the best. It cuts out one middleman and one markup. But either way that you go about it will work. If you'd like to buy the products direct and have your cleaners clean with them, that's often the way that it works.
Thanks, Chris. Ward, are you there? Your hand's up. It looks like he's disappeared. We are going to try and stay on time. So I would say, and we'll be back together again later. So Andrew, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yes, so next up is our first round of the breakouts, which starts at 9:30. So how you've accessed this session is how you're going to access the rest of the sessions for the day. So just stay on that one page on the isboa.org site and click in and out of the sessions that you want to attend. And that's all you need to do. So of course, if you have any questions, let me know, but we look forward to seeing you at 9:30.